Adam, how do you feel about moving up onto the next reading level?
Good.
Are you really pleased about it? Do you think the words are going to be harder?
Yes.
How much harder do you think they're going to be?
A bit.
A bit harder. How are you going to tackle these harder words?
Just sound them out.
You're going to sound them out. That's a good plan, isn't it? Okay, Adam, shall we read this first book and see how you get on with it?
I wanted to talk at this point about a strategy that Becca is using with Adam, which is the strategy of metacognition, his understanding or his knowledge of what he understands and knows about reading, that she's asking him to talk about how he's going to attack the book. She's asking him to list the strategies that he knows he has, so that as he goes into reading the book, he has a level of self-talk, largely internalised, but sometimes with peers, that he can apply to a new book. And I see Adam using that when he's choosing books completely independently. If he goes to a pile of books, then he's going to take all of that knowledge and understanding of his own skills in informing his choice of the book that he's going to take next.
What's the book called?
One Hat for Sale.
Good boy. And you're going to make a start on it.
To her, sir. So.
What sound do tut and hurt make when they're put together?
Her.
Tut and hurt make a the it's
it that. I don't know.
Do you want some help with it? Let's have a look. Okay, so you've got tut and hurt. They make a the. So the it's
this.
Good boy.
House was for sale.
Good boy.
Dad looked the light.
Good boy.
House.
Well corrected there, Adam.
Mom liked it too.
Why do you think they liked it, Adam? Let's just talk about it a minute.
Because it's all tidy.
It does look nice and tidy, doesn't it? Good boy.
And Floppy's not loud in it.
Floppy might make it messy, mightn't he?
Yes. Biff and Chip light at the house.
Do you think that was liked, Adam?
Looked.
Good boy. Yay, that's the one that I wanted. Should we press play?
Want to read it to me, Adam? How are you going to work it out then? Just stop there, Adam. It gave some monkeys the monkeys. Good boy. So what was that story about, Adam? Why do you think that she didn't want to feed the crocodiles? Oh, that's right.
That's the first time that I've had a chance to look back at the footage that we did in January, and I was just amazed to take a sort of step back and look at where he was and where he's got to now. I was so pleased when we looked at it this morning. His mum was really, really pleased as well.
Was she?
What I've noticed, especially looking at that, in that he was very much tracking with his finger there.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't need to use his finger as much. In fact, I don't think he barely points at the words now, which is fantastic because that's much better for the flow and for the expression and everything. But sometimes you need to sort of refocus him back because he has missed out.
He's starting to put expression in now and to use different voices.
He is.
Which I think is really funny.
It is very funny when they start to do that.
Because it's almost like he's been changing his character for. Sometimes he just does it for messing about, really, don't you, mate? No.
You do like to make people laugh, though, Adam. I think you do it to make us laugh, don't you? Yeah, that's really, really good. And it's, I think once they've got the confidence with the words and some of the words are coming more on sight, they know them straight away, that's when you find that they do start to put a bit of expression into the story, which is fantastic.
Number 4, the secret room.
Oh, this sounds very exciting.
Biff and Chip like that.
Nearly, sweetheart. Remember, it sometimes makes an I sound, doesn't it? So try that. Like. Well done, good boy.
The new house. They helped Mum and Dad.
Good boy, Adam.
Mum painted, pulled wallpaper off the wall. Chip helped her,
He's very helpful, isn't he, Chip?
but Dad painted the door. Biff helped him.
Well done for correcting yourself there, Adam. Well done.
Biff wanted this room.
Hang on a second. Do you need to go back and check that page? You went straight to there, didn't you? You needed to start on there. You missed a bit out.
Wanted.
Is that wanted? Biff
was
good boy.
in her room.
Come in this morning, it's a Sunday, and I'm having a look at the footage of Adam, and I'm reviewing the films we've shot over the last 6 or 7 weeks. Very lucky that the system's up now for us to have a look at what's going on. As you see, I've been looking at Adam reading a new book with Becca, and I think what struck me again, as it struck me when Kirsty came in, when Mum was in and we were having a look together, was it's when you do this, when you engage in this activity, you see just how much Adam has progressed since we started the project. And I'm struck once again by what a powerful way of reflecting on progress this is. I think that this would really help me as a head teacher in quality assuring the assessments of the children, particularly in the early years classes, where a lot of the assessments are made from observations, and to quality assure those observations would be very difficult from a written record.
We think reading is great. We would like to show you some of the books we really like. I like Thumper Thumper because it has dinosaurs. I like the Gruffalo because it has a big beast. I like Stickman because the Stickman really gets a job for everything. I like this book because I never use a knife and fork, and it's called Never Use a Knife and Fork. We want you to read these books.
One of the things that Adam did last week was to make his advert for reading, which was a lot of fun to watch, and he had a great deal of enjoyment with Becca and with his friend Wes in preparing all the resources for that. When I watched the film, I think it's the only time that I've seen him being slightly stilted and self-conscious. Inevitably so. We've been really, really lucky with Adam in that he's been so natural and so happy to be filmed. He's really not noticed it, and we've all become very blasé and quite nonchalant about the whole thing, I think. But certainly during the filming of that advert, he was a little bit self-conscious. And we were talking about it afterwards, and he was telling a friend about what they'd been doing and saying, well, it's all about how reading's great. He said, because reading is great, just quite naturally. And I thought at that time, one of the benefits of this project was that it has made Adam realise that he thinks reading is great, which is fantastic. And we can say that as much as we want to children, that reading is great, and they'll perhaps parrot it back to us. But for him to say it independently, quite spontaneously, with a lot of enthusiasm, was a really good thing to see.
I don't want to go. Why don't you want to go? You're scared. No, I'm not. I think it's going to rain. It's not going to rain.
At the start of the study, which was at the start of the spring term, Adam was emerging in his confidence, in his reading. It really was starting to click and things were starting to come. But as we've gone on through the project, that confidence has just come on in leaps and bounds. Words that he would get to and not even tackle, he would look straight to you for assistance and for guidance as to how he was going to work those out. But now he doesn't look straight to you. He normally will have a really good go at it without even, thinking if I need support for this. So the flow of his reading has come a lot more.
Rolls, good boy. Royce. It's a funny word that. That must be a Rolls Royce car that you're looking at. Is that a nice car?
Yes.
I think that I am certainly, almost certainly, a convert to the use of video as a very incidental tool during the school day, but at the end of the school day, a very powerful tool for sharing what's going on.
Slip your hand and like that. Okay? You need to press the red button. Off you
Because we as adults were quite concerned about the process of videoing, I guess we all assumed that Adam would be, and we were really astonished that he wasn't. So that opens out huge possibilities really, in terms of children making a record of their own progress, and that would be the next research project for me.
Looked at some stuff.
Have you? Have you finished filming everything that you wanted to finish?
Yes.
Right. To turn it off, you press the red button to stop.